Hi guys!
Welcome to Sisters in a City with me, Anna Vakili.
And me, Mandy Vakili.
And today's guest, it's been so hard to get him on the podcast. It's a joke. Like, we've been trying to get him on the podcast for months, but he's just too busy for us.
He's a busy bee.
We got Joe.
It's Joe and Eddie.
It's Joe and Eddie.
It's Jeddy.
You guys are so cute. We were just talking about how Joe wants a little Pomeranian, but
This dog.
we're like, are you sure? Because Joe's so busy now.
Yeah, he's so busy getting that bag.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
get him
come
on the
on.
podcast.
No, I'm so happy to be here. Also, your set's lit. I
Really?
love
You,
it.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
it makes mine look like, what's that place?
I love
Skid
your
Row.
set. I'm
No, his
obsessed.
set's changed.
What?
It's changed
It's
again.
changed since, again.
Well, no, you came on the last one and then
Yeah.
it changed like 2 weeks later.
And then now there's a new one.
So you guys have got to come back to the new one.
I need
But I
to
didn't
see
like
this
the
new
old
one.
one. It was sick. You
I
could hide
really-
things underneath.
I liked
Like,
it, but it felt like panel show vibe, you know?
Yeah, I
like
get
a
what-
game
yeah.
show.
less cozy.
And this is like
Have you made
in
it
your
more
living
cozy
room.
now?
Yes, it's like chairs. It looks like a Notting Hill house.
Oh my God, cute.
It's random. But I like the kind of background vibe you've got and the pictures of you as well.
Like, my family doesn't like my boyfriend.
Oh, I've
like,
been there.
All the crazy. My boyfriend prefers his mates. All our crazy. Like,
Look,
I love
everything
love-
from here was like basically inspired by Sex and the City because you know we're obsessed with Sex and the City.
Are you?
That's
I
where
mean,
it
that
came
makes
from.
sense with the name, but I never knew that was
You did.
why.
That's why we got the whole we tried to copy like the whole skyline. We're just waiting for them to sue us now.
I love Sex and the City.
They're the
We're
best, aren't
obsessed.
they?
We were watching the movie yesterday. Like we're obsessed with it.
It's a bit awkward when it comes on though, in front of like family, you know? Like my mum used to watch it on the kitchen TV and I just come in and like Kim Cattrall's getting a pussy ate on the side.
You know what? It's funny actually because like your mum is so cool. Like Lisa's such a cool
Obsessed
mum.
with your mum. Like, I was like, we want her on the pod.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have to do that.
Will she come
I
on?
mean, your editor's got to be working overtime, but
Don't worry.
she'll be
My
worth
editor's
it.
That
used
me?
to Mandy.
Yeah, trust me.
I feel like Lisa and Mandy are so similar. She actually came up to Mandy.
Yeah, she
at an
did.
event
Did she?
at the PRT party. She was like, "Oh my God, I love you," and I was like, "Yeah, I know you're a baddie."
She is a baddie.
I saw this clip here where you were asking her like, "Mom, what do you think about open relationships?"
Oh my God. And one thing about Lisa, she don't play about her man.
Oh
her
my-
man being tell.
Your dad, basically.
Yeah, she's never ever like let another woman come near her, even look at him. I love it though.
She's like
30
me.
years of that, I love it.
But had they been together for how long?
30 years.
33 years, no? I saw on her thing. she
Oh,
put-
maybe 30-year wedding anniversary, and I don't know.
Oh, that's
Oh my God, he just
What's going?
licked my
Is he licking your
hand.
penis?
He licked like the inside of my hand. Hello.
Lisa is giving me motivation that I could basically do this with my boyfriend for 33 years
And get
babe.
away
I
with
could
it.
just- yeah, I could just keep him like,
What do you
my,
think
mine. No
this-
one come near him.
What do you think the secret to their relationship is? I should be asking her, really, but I don't know why I'm asking you.
So what, you can ask me. Separate beds. They've got.
What?
They sleep separately.
I slept separately.
But she says that that's really good for them because she doesn't wake up hating my dad for his snoring and she doesn't have a bad sleep. And then I think basically it's her way or the highway, really.
I feel like most relationships that work, it works like
happy
that.
wife, happy life.
It's literally that. And my
Exactly.
dad is just like chilled out with age. Tel's just completely relaxed now. He's very zen.
Yeah, out of you and Kane, out of you and Kane, which one's the more like happy wife, happy life? If that makes sense.
Who's the more... Sorry.
What's going on?
Eddie, he does this
Is he
when he's
having an
excited.
inward sneeze?
He's going to die now.
My dog used to have an inward sneeze too.
Yeah.
They get excited and then
Yeah.
I do it too, Eddie. Don't worry.
So, you know, I actually slept in a separate bed from Ginger Bed last night and I have been like the last few nights because of his snoring. And if I don't, then I wake up hating him.
Well, this is it. Kane's got a deviated septum, whatever it's called, and he's got sleep apnea. And I get so angry. I wake up so angry because I have to sleep with rain sounds on.
Yeah.
And then basically when the battery
You
runs
have to
out.
sleep with rain sounds.
So I start off with AirPods, noise cancellation, rain sounds. That lasts till 5 a.m. Then
The
he wakes
sound
me
of the
up.
rain?
Yeah, just rainforest rain.
Okay.
How do you sleep? Like, you actually put your AirPods in and you sleep to the sound of the rain?
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah.
Sorry, and Eddie's fucking throwing me off.
Are you
bro.
okay, Eddie?
Okay, let's just take a moment.
Eddie, you okay? Yeah? Are you okay?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, we got a sneeze?
Just go under the sofa, Eddie, and
I'm
chill.
obsessed with him.
Yeah, so you actually sleep to the sound of the rain.
Rain sounds on. And then, they cut off at 5. Then I have to swap over and put loop earplugs in.
What's loop earplug?
Like these other little earplugs at like 20 quid from Amazon. And then put also, because it's light now, like a thing on to make me sleep. It's a whole thing every night, babe.
Whole, like, is that me?
He's like me. I'm the same. You suffer from like light sleeping.
Yes.
And what is that?
Anxiety.
I suffer from it so bad. I put my silicone earplugs.
Insomnia.
I don't know. I get anxiety, but I'm not like you guys. You guys are
No.
extreme.
Yeah.
It's not anxiety.
Well, mine is like I wake up and if I get like anxious in the night, then I will just be wide awake.
Me too. I'm like that as well. But like it could be anything. It could be sound of like a bird,
Oh yeah,
Making me anxious.
Yeah, or a creak of a window.
like anything.
Yeah.
So I've got to put my silicone earplugs in. I put my eye mask on. The whole thing.
But we're the ugliest sleepers to be with.
Yeah,
Like, a man
basically.
I
hates
don't know.
us.
I just feel like in a relationship, you have to sleep next to each other. I'm a
Yeah.
really strong believer in that.
No, I do agree.
I don't know, because I feel like it's important that like whole physical touch throughout the night, like even if it's just sorry. Even if it's just a little one. You know?
There's so many amazing like couples and marriages.
Obviously, look at
that they don't sleep in
parents.
the same bed. So
parents.
many.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think cuddles before going.
I think
bed
if
is
they
important.
cuddle and sleep and then they dip off. Perfect.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Because then when you wake up, it's like in the morning, it's like, oh, they could have just woken up early for a coffee.
But you know what? I absolutely love Kane. When I met him when we came on your podcast,
sweet.
he is.
Yeah, you and
He's a
Kane.
gem.
So
oh my
cute.
God. Like relationship goals.
I thought he was going to
Yeah.
come today.
I know he's doing some filming for something, but he was really sad that he missed it. And he'll be even more sad because of Eddie now. He'll be gutted. We need our dog fix like once a week.
So tell me about you and Kane. How long you guys been together now officially?
So we met. This is almost coming up to like 2 years. In
years?
August, we met. And then we got together in like the September. And then we went on our first holiday. It was so quick. It's like we met.
Everything
and
went
then
quickly.
He stayed over that night, but nothing happened. We were just really, really drunk from an event. And then we were like inseparable since that. And then we went to Barcelona for a weekend, which was really cute. And he's actually taken me back to the same place for my birthday in like a couple of weeks.
Oh,
so that's really
your
cute.
first holiday?
Yeah, like first proper
Do you
holiday.
think he'll propose or something?
No, better not. No offense, right? But like one, not in Barcelona. I've never dropped that as a hint.
Okay.
It's always been Italy.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm like you girls. Like basically, I get all like snuggle up to him and I'm like, "Are you gonna like propose to me?" And I don't actually mean it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just
What
like,
do you mean?
Why
You can't
don't
say
you
that
mean
because then
it?
he'll actually propose.
oh.
Yeah. You're hinting it, Joe.
Oh, but I'm like, when are you gonna propose to me? But like, no.
What does he
Okay.
feel about it? What does he feel about the whole
He's
proposal
like, when it
thing?
happens, it will happen.
Well, you're literally telling him, you're asking him for it to happen.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
You've said that, it sounds way less playful and more like I'm actually asking him to propose.
Yeah, people don't take these jokes lightly, you know. Because when someone wants someone to propose, they're not going to be like, "I want you to propose." Well, maybe me and Mandy when it gets to our stage
Yeah.
4 years later. But like at your stage,
It's like a little bit
it's
of
like a
banter.
little hinty, jokey.
Yeah, I mean,
You want him to
God, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a Joe Bag's wedding.
Kane,
but I don't want it yet. Because I want the proposal to be like drone footage.
like
Like,
huge.
like on a lake.
Do you want it to be like private or like a public display?
I want it to
of-
be private, but then I want like my friends and family like around the corner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that type
Suddenly
of vibe.
like popping out.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want mine more private.
What do you mean, just you two?
No, just like I want it to be like really like I don't want it to be like a show. I don't know why.
Okay, yeah.
Because I feel like now with Instagram and everything, proposals have become like for social media.
Yeah, they have.
Don't you
Me
think?
wanting a drone.
I'm not gonna lie. I would want to put mine on social media.
Of course.
I would want it on social media, but I don't know. I kind of want it to be so like unexpected, like a proper surprise.
Then question, would you have a proposal, like surprise, lovely, private one, and then recreate the pics for Insta?
Yeah.
What do you mean,
'cause
like,
I've thought about that.
recreate?
So like basically you have an engagement photo shoot and then you
Yes.
post them pics and it.
Oh, so like it's a pretend engagement.
Yeah.
Like on another day.
Yeah.
No, that's a bit
Different
weird.
outfit, hair done.
If it's like pretend.
I know I can't do that. I can't do that.
I'm just throwing the idea out there.
Do you think people do that?
People defo do that, yeah.
Really?
Can't believe
That's
for one
wild.
second that these people have like these shots of the, you know, the engagement and like
yeah,
through the
yeah.
leaves and everything.
And then it always looks perfect. I always think, you know, when I look at these engagement photos, in mine, I'll be like,
I know that's what I'm scared about because I'm an ugly crier. So I know that's coming.
and they always look so perfect. Like, and
Yeah.
I just wouldn't look like that. Do you know what I
No.
mean? So, you and Kane.
So much engagement talk.
So much engagement. What's going on?
I mean, I know, you know,
Like,
us-
if Kane watches this, he's going to be like, am I to propose or am I not? He's
Not
so
this year.
not-
Let's just like
not this
have some
year.
holidays and vibes, you know?
Not this year.
I feel like engagement doesn't change anything.
'cause
you
I
can
want it to
still
be
go
like
on the
a-
holidays and the vibe.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Like Joe's
don't.
not seeing himself as a husband right now.
Just,
No, I do. Just I don't know. It's a commitment.
am I wrong or am I right that you've moved into a new place. Did I see that?
And you guys moved in.
So so basically he moved in with me when I lived in Greenwich in like this 2-bed flat. And then I was just accumulating so many things, as you do, one does. And like I had bits everywhere, bits of my mum and dad's in the garage. And I thought, you know what? I need like a house.
Yeah.
So we're renting to like try and figure out
You're
if we like the
telling
area.
everyone where you live, Joe.
Shit.
All right, okay, we'll beep
We're-
that out.
we're renting-
Beep out his location because you
we're
do know
renting-
that you're a big thing, yeah. You're like a celeb. People are gonna stalk you.
Ah, fuck it. Okay. So we're renting a house
I love
basically.
about Joe is like he's
So real. He's just no
too
filter. This is
real.
my postcode.
No fear. This is my postcode. I mean, that's what George has basically done. He's fucked it for himself.
Okay, so you moved into a house in Beep.
Yeah, and it's really cute. Like he's enjoying his gardening. Kane is. He's got his garden
he's into
series.
gardening.
He's got this series called Gay Gardening now. So he's in the garden all the time.
What's gay
dead.
gardening?
So he's just basically gay and in the garden. It's kind of self-explanatory.
Oh my God, this is the funniest thing ever.
And he's like planted strawberries and like made a hedge and stuff.
So cute. So you officially live together
And
in
we
this
live
house.
together. And do you know what?
How long has it been that you've moved into this house?
November.
So it's like what? December, January, February, March, April. About nearly coming up to half a year.
Yeah.
What was it like? Like
Guys,
moving in together?
it's so easy. I feel like the best relationships you could possibly be in is when it's so easy, like I don't even notice that I'm living with him. Like that's how easy it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like there's we don't argue.
Who's the messy one out of you and Kane?
He is.
He is.
He'll hate that because he does everything maintenance-wise around the house. Like a glass window shattered the other week. Don't even ask. Like he's been helping clear all that up, and like he does the bins, all the manly
So
stuff.
it sounds like he does everything.
Does he take the bin out then? He does the.
Yeah, he does all that.
But do you do the cooking and cleaning?
I cook and
So
clean.
how is he the messy
We have a
one?
cleaner, but I cook.
Are you okay?
But he just like leaves things around and then does it in his own time and pace. And I'm very much like, if there is shit there, I'm going to clean that up.
Yeah, so you're more the OCD
I just
one.
love that. Like
Yeah.
you guys don't argue at all.
We do not argue.
That's a healthy relationship.
He's great at like, it's not arguing. It's like a debate that I win.
A debate. It sounds like a fucking parliament.
It's like we will disagree on something. It's not like arguing because I don't get angry.
You
Like,
don't.
I don't get angry.
Who's got like a shorter temper, you or Kane?
Me.
You.
I'll fly off the rails, but we do it in a way where I'm not flying off the rails.
Because he knows how to like calm you down.
To,
I'm
like,
guessing.
yeah, to, like,
that's
deal
what
with
I
it,
need
you
in my
know?
life. That's what we need.
Yeah.
A guy that can handle us and just calm us down.
Yeah, like he'll know if I'm getting a bit irate and he's like, I'm going to leave you for a sec, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't.
Yeah, because I feel like
that
don't
could
fucking
go-
give me space.
Yeah.
That could go really wrong because you know sometimes when you're like, I need space and they give you
Yeah.
space, you actually gave me space.
Yeah.
I
I
want to
know.
argue sometimes. I need to let it out.
Yeah,
So he's like the calm one. He seems like really like calm
Yin and yang.
and peaceful.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely you're the happy wife, happy life
For
in
sure.
this situation.
I think it's like
Okay,
it's
man,
like that with
okay.
my family as well. We're all so chaotic. I think that he just walks into the room and he's like, "What is happening?" And then, but he's really good at dealing with it.
But it is true though, you know, like it goes both ways. Like moving in together before getting married, it's like you move in and you know how your life's going to be. Like they know now that their life's peaceful and it's not
it's
toxic.
easy.
It's
They
a good
know that they
test.
can just go into a married life. Whereas sometimes it can go work against you, like in our situations. We
Yeah.
moved in with our partners and they just thought, well, I've basically got you now, so we don't need to get married.
Yeah, I had an ex like that.
Huh?
And I moved in with an ex like that.
Oh, you did
in
have that.
Australia. Yeah, like years ago. And I went traveling. Oh, who's that? And
You
and
lived
it was
in
like that.
Australia?
Yeah, babe. I've lived so many lives. I sold pies in Australia.
You sold pies and
Babe,
now you're a celebrity
no.
in the UK.
I used to put up posters in what's not a brothel, like
This definitely goes down as one of the most craziest podcasts.
so like I went traveling to Australia when I was about 19, 20, saved up a load of money to go, went with an ex who, when I got there, ended up just changing the moment the rubber tires hit that Australian runway, he was like a changed man. It was so different. And I got a job out there to save some more money. And the guy wanted me to go to pubs and stuff and put up these posters like...
For pies.
that was the
brothels?
same job, different thing. But like, so I'd go into like a pub and then I'd go into the toilet. You know when you're like doing a wee and there's like a poster on the wall?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd just like clip out the frames and change them, right? And
So you were that guy?
But I went into like this random town called Kalgoorlie and it's like the home of the brothel. And I went into this place and these women are all just like topless at the bar. And they're like, oh, hey. And they're all kind of like taking the piss out of me. Like, oh, this little like lonely traveller boy. And I'm thinking, what on earth is going on? I was like, I just need to go into your toilet and put this poster up. And she's like, oh, of course you do.
And they were they trying to hit on you?
Yeah, they were trying to like hit on me and stuff, but they're also barmaids. I found out they're called skimpies and they're literally just normal barmaids. They're just a bit flirty.
What, in Australia they're called skimpies? They're just
Yeah.
topless barmaids. That's a norm. Is that
a thing?
I
in
mean,
Australia?
when did that go? 7 years ago, but it was normal.
Oh my God. And then what happened?
yeah.
How long were you with this ex for?
And then we broke up when we got back to the UK. And that was like my first proper boyfriend.
Okay.
And
How long was it altogether?
like 18 months or so with him.
So do you think like moving in with him was
And then
a
I moved in with
mistake?
another one and it was the worst thing I ever did. Like I was a serial mover inner. And then now as I got older, I was like, here's the boundaries.
You're still doing it though.
We're going to keep...
Yeah.
You just did it again.
But Kane's a good one. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think that
Yeah.
he was. I ran the background checks.
Okay, good.
He's not forcing you to sell pies at brothels.
I mean, it must be serious because you literally got a tattoo of each other.
Yes. Oh my
You've
God, we're
got a
talking about this
matching
tattoo.
Where-
on the back
can
of
you-
my arm. Do you want me to get it out?
Show us now.
I can't believe it. You must be serious. You've not done that before, have you?
No, it's the
Little,
This is so cute.
It's a sunflower.
It's a
the sunflower. I love sunflower.
For those at home who were listening, it's a sunflower that's like drawn,
What do you
not
mean?
hand drawn, like
What
a
do you
kind
mean?
of doodle, isn't it? It's like
it looks like
like a-
it's been drawn. Well, isn't all tattoos drawn?
yeah. I don't know what this is. What's it called? Like there's a type. It's called a type of toe. What's this called?
fucking know, Joe, man.
Stick toe? No.
It just looks like
I'm
a little
lying.
daisy or something, or sunflower. Or the same
It's a
thing.
Daisy.
sunflower. So the reason is because on our second date you got me sunflowers, and then
Oh
we
my
had sex.
God, he sounds like
And then we had sex. So sunflowers
work.
are a great symbol.
Aphrodisiac.
an icebreaker if you want to fuck someone. Just buy them sunflowers.
Would you ever get a name?
No.
Oh.
But that's just a rule across the board. Like
Right, I agree.
And I would tell him to not get my name, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
What if he
that's
was
just-
like, I want your name, Joe. I want it above my penis.
I'd be worried.
No, I'm not
Above
gonna
his
lie.
penis, I'd be worried.
I would
Why?
let someone tattoo my name,
Above
but
it.
I wouldn't tattoo theirs.
Oh, well, I was nearly going to tattoo my ex's.
What? Which one?
Above your
The
vagina.
last one.
You were going to tattoo his name. You never told me this.
We were both going to do it for each other.
Above your private.
No, not on my...
Whoa, bro. You never told me this.
We were both going to do it. It wasn't just me. We were both going
And
to
you
do it.
kept that as a real big cringy secret.
How?
You never
We
told
loved
me.
Are
each
you
other.
glad you didn't?
I'm glad now that I didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind if someone did that above their like dick. 'Cause it's like property
Your
of-
relationship, out of all relationships, like you should know that would have been a bad idea. You broke up twice.
It gets like that though.
Before.
Sometimes you get so caught up in it.
I know, it's one
The
of those.
breakups to get back together.
Yeah, but what puts you off getting someone's name tattooed is the idea that we could possibly break up.
Yeah.
And if you've already broken up before a couple of times, it should be even more like, oh, well,
No,
whoa,
I
I'm
just-
not
in
doing
that
that.
moment, it's just so intense. Like the feelings are so intense.
would you get like property of?
Not on my no. I'd let him do it though. I'd love him. I would have loved him to do it
Yeah.
on his penis because then I know no bitches going near that. And if they do, actually,
I
it's
know.
quite. Actually,
Bitches are still
Girls
going near it.
will.
actually, yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
Do you know what? Maybe it's worse because you know why? If a bitch goes near it, then she's gonna see property of Anna.
Yeah,
And then she'll
right.
cross it out and be like stolen by.
Like, oh my God.
You know?
I feel like it's more about people will want him more if they
Yeah.
know he's got your name.
Everyone wants what they can't get.
They
Yeah.
just want to put their mouth around my name.
Maybe it's just you that they
I
want.
just need.
Okay, anyway, it's a good idea you got the sunflower.
Yes.
I know Kane's name.
Yes.
Do you want kids in the future? What's that? We're going digging deep in your
We-
relationship now.
we had that.
Kane's definitely gonna watch this back.
Be like, what? We actually had this chat like today or yesterday. Where,
Hey, perfect.
But not just in general. And we were saying that as much as we both would like kids, I think the more we're around people with kids, the more we're okay with how things are. And that.
I love the way he just said. It's like he says the most normal thing, but the way he says it's funny.
And yeah, I feel like not yet, maybe in like 10, 15 years. I also want to
Maybe
be.
in like 50 years,
I want to be at a financial point where having kids, like,
someone else can look after them.
I won't notice having kids. That's the
How
complete
could you
wrong
not-
thing to say.
How could you not notice?
As in you have like round the clock care.
It's more like, because there's such a big investment. There was an article that said it's like 200 grand basically over from 1 till like 18.
He's literally done his statistical research.
I saw an
though. They're
article about
expensive as
it,
fuck.
and I thought that's an investment. Like if I bought that many Louis Vuitton bags, at least they're going to go up in price. Like a kid could just leave you at 18 and say, I hate you. We would love to. I just think that in the immediate 5 to 10 year plan, they're not anytime soon.
Maybe you guys are still young. How old are you, Joe?
27,
Oh yeah, you are.
And Kane?
26.
But you said 10 to 15 years. So you're like,
But
when
this
you're
is the thing.
45.
But this is the thing. Like, what if then I'm an ugly dad?
Like, don't you want to be? You're never gonna be ugly.
No,
I
you're
want to
never
be a
gonna
deal.
I feel like you're gonna be get better with age.
I hope so, because my
you trying
dad's
to say,
aged
Anna?
really well.
He looks great now, but
Thank
I
you.
could just tell from his face. You know, some people you can just tell.
I'm growing into it all the time.
Like I could just some people you can tell you're gonna grow old. And
Plus, look
not
at Lisa.
good.
She's hotty, man.
I know
She's
mum's
banging.
mum
Your
looks
mum's
great.
fit.
She's giving Kris Jenner.
She had a glow up as well. Like post Gogglebox glow up for her was crazy.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
really is a hot.
really hot.
No, but the thing is, you don't want to be too much of an old dad. Like when it's sports day, you want to be able to actually run
Oh,
around
that's
with
my
them.
old decrepit dad at
Can
the
you
back of the
see
egg and
fucking
spoon.
Joe doing anything on fucking sports day,
True,
mate?
that'd be Kane.
Are you serious?
That'd be Kane. Kane's not sporty. He'd be pirouetting and doing
Like, no,
cartwheels.
Kane's doing
they'll both
gay
be
gardening.
They'll both be like, "You're doing great, darling." They'll just be cheering. "You're doing
The
great,
nanny
darling."
will just be running with the kid.
Kane's doing gay gardening. Joe's literally.
Oh my
No, not
God.
gonna be doing anything.
The thing is, because you got such a tight knit family, and your family is so obviously you're known for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that's why I thought maybe you'd want a kid because you'd want that recreate
No,
that kind of
The legacy, the
Kane
name, the
did say
bags.
this.
you know,
bag's
because
name.
it's almost like the Kardashians not having babies and not
Yeah.
continuing the
legacy.
Kardashian. Yes.
Well, one thing about me is I'm competitive. So if I have a whiff that George is going to have a kid, I'll get in there first. I've got the benefit. I'll find a surrogate like that.
No.
So I think I'll just end up doing
You
that.
probably have a queue if you wanted to be your surrogate. You know that.
Would you guys ever be
Fuck
surrogate?
no, mate.
No.
Or you don't. Wait,
I don't have my own kid.
I don't have enough eggs right now.
Okay,
my
fine.
We both have egg issues.
Right, okay.
We're having fertility issues.
Joe's trying not to
Probably
laugh right
asked the wrong people then. This is the wrong pod to have asked that.
now. Wait, one egg, maybe,
Do
Joe.
you know Kane really wants to be our, what are they called? Surrogate.
Yeah.
Kane really wants Tennessee to be our surrogate.
I mean, she is
Like to
beautiful.
take her egg.
Yeah, because I feel
wants-
like
Take
She wants her eggs.
he just said our kids with her in a non-weird way would be gorgeous. And
Yeah.
I just said, yeah, but I mean, if
have
you
you-
want to do it, babe, let us know.
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
message to
You
you.
want to sell your eggs to Joe?
Yeah.
Have you ever told her this?
No, don't.
This is the best tea ever stood on the podcast.
Imagine waking up and being like, Danny.
She's gonna see this clip on TikTok, oh, okay.
Yeah,
And she's
I
in
mean,
high
fair.
demand. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Joe, would you pay for Tennessee's eggs? Would you
Yeah,
buy?
I think
How
you've
does it work? Do you pay?
Yeah, you have to.
I
That's
think
how it works.
in the US, I think from memory, you can pay in the US, but over here you can't. You don't pay them. You just pay their what are they called? Like
Well, then who the
Do you
hell
know
would do
what? I
it?
Expenses.
wouldn't want a surrogate that I have to pay.
What? You have to.
I don't like the idea of it. I like it just to be like,
Kim Kardashian had to pay her surrogate, didn't she? Yeah.
I don't know.
and Chloe had a surrogate as well, didn't she?
Um,
It's the way forward.
Yeah.
my ladies.
You don't want to ruin your own body, basically.
exactly. So do you still do the podcast with your family? Because from what I remember, you said that you were doing it, then now it's just you.
George ditched you, innit? George just fucked off.
I had enough.
Joe.
You're really close to George.
Yeah, me and George are still really close.
Like, do you talk about things like everything?
You talk about everything.
Do you talk about things?
Like,
We speak every day still. What happened was we started the pod together and then we basically brought in mum and had like a series 2 of the pod.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where like George is doing his YouTube channel and his clothing brand and he's like now got a girlfriend. He's adjusting to like this new life. And then our studio moves, it's further for mum. And it got to a point where they were both like, you love doing this pod and
Yeah.
you love speaking to
Yeah.
people. They were like, we could take it or leave it if we wanted to. So they said, like, why don't you continue doing it, but we'll just dip in and out, like, when we want to do the pod. So, like, George has been on, like, a few times in this new series, so has Mum.
Yeah.
It's just nice because it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
But,
Is
yeah.
your mum like, this is long? Like, does she ever feel like, because I don't know, or does she,
Is she on her content or is she like, fuck it?
because you know what? She's on her content more than me and you are, Mandy.
Yeah, I know.
She is, but I help her with all of her content.
Yeah, you see, I need someone like that
And-
around me.
So cute.
And she's amazing, but like recently she's admitted that she's having a slower time at the minute. She's been on holiday with my dad, like she's enjoying it.
She's just enjoying her life. Like.
Yeah, but I have to like crack the whip sometimes, and I'm like, come on, like let's get this voiceover done.
Yeah.
I literally did a voiceover for her yesterday, and she's like 3 Prosecco's in, just giggling the whole time. It's great content, by the way.
Yeah, she's brilliant. She looks like she's a natural anyway. But it must be hard for you, like kind of managing her at the same time when you're so busy.
Her. I know. Sometimes she calls me and she treats me like I'm a social media manager. So I just saw this trend and shall I do this today? And I'm like, Mum, I've had 5 hours sleep.
God.
She sounds like the coolest mum though.
She is cool.
Is
She's
it like,
cool, Mum.
do you feel comfortable around each other? Like if anything comes up like sex
Topics and things like that. Yeah.
Like, is it awkward
When
or not?
I was younger, my mum was much younger. My mum was naked in her bathroom getting ready, and I just kicked open the door, went in, slapped her tit up, and ran out giggling. Like, we were a very open family.
my God.
Could you ever speak to her about like sex things?
Yeah, for sure. Like, she's super
Sex
open as
things.
well.
Like, you know, like let's say you're having an issue in the bedroom with one of your exes. I'm sure you and Kane don't have them as problems, but you had an issue. Could you go and speak?
Yeah, and she's so funny because I've had relationships before where I've been like, I'm not really having much sex. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, you're in your prime. Like, you need to be shagging. And I'm like, I know. Like,
That would be me.
Fucking hell, yeah. Definitely me. More me than you.
Yeah, there would be.
And I was like, oh my God, I
Man-
can't talk about these things. I can't talk about these things.
I'm like still a virgin in front of my mum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas Mandy will bring up sex in front
like,
of my
yeah.
mum, and I'm like, I die.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get really awkward.
I probably wouldn't in front of my dad. I'm like that with my dad. Like, I don't really want my dad hearing about it, but my mum's so chill with it.
I want to go for drinks with your mum. Like, she's just sounds
Honestly.
like
Such a vibe.
You should come over for a roast. They're so fun. She's like blasted drunk by 3 p.m. It's hilarious.
she's my vibe. Literally, she
Same.
is my vibe.
And your
Same.
dad seems so cool as well. Like he just does all these videos of her, like these little cooking videos and TikTok.
I know.
I was saying
So
we were watching their videos
cute.
before you came.
Yeah, it's so
And then I was
cute.
like, man, that's the kind of guy I want.
Yeah.
Like the next man I'm with, I want him to be a bit more like carefree, just like get in a little video with me and do a little dance. Don't be so serious.
I know masculinity is so fragile at the minute. I feel like guys are just so scared about what their boys will say.
Exactly.
But the best guys
How
are the
do you
ones
know
that just.
this?
What do you mean?
Like, oh
Is
my
it like
God.
that? Is it like that in the gay world?
It's more, I just see it amongst my friends and like their relationships and
Yeah.
stuff. And and it's just a laddie thing in general, isn't it? Where when I was at school and all my girls, I mean, this is so long ago, but like at sixth form and stuff like that, like they'd be scared to like get in pics with us or be like, don't put me in that. And I'm like, why are you so scared of like going home and your boys be like, oh, I saw you doing that. Like George actually stopped having friends because they'd say like about me and be like, oh, because your brother doing this, that and the other because I'm gay. And he was like, that's weird. Like, why are you even bringing that up?
I hope he fucked
Do you
them
know
off.
what I mean? But that's what I find weird. Like, why are you speaking about me being gay?
Yeah.
That's gay. Do you know what I mean?
agree.
But like, why are
They're
you
probably
bothered?
gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my...
Do you have
yeah.
a good gay radar?
I do, particularly with really overly straight men. I've met some really
we need
big...
to-
I need to
Come
bring
out
you
with us.
out. I need to bring you
I
out.
will sit
Please,
there,
Joe.
'cause you
I know
can
you're really busy,
tell.
but can you like... Can you
make some
give us an
time?
I will
evening?
absolutely make some time.
Because there's a few that I really would like.
But what
to
you
know.
said about masculinity being so fragile is on point, yeah? Because
Yeah.
right now I feel like my boyfriend, all his boys, anything. If my boyfriend is like, oh, baby, you okay? His boys are all like, gay, it's gay.
Yeah, you're
I'm
Like,
like-
he just does one
you're-
nice thing to me and everyone's like, oh my God, you're so
Yeah.
gay.
You're so whipped. What's wrong with you?
yeah, so moist.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
So
of moist,
moist.
actually. Oh, yes. Speaking of moist.
Yes.
Your drinks, you started a cocktail.
I
brand.
did. So I started... a canned cocktail brand.
Which is
Could you
the best
send us
idea
something?
ever. Yeah, can you? We need some here.
I
And,
put
like,
you on the I literally put you on the list. I swear I sent you some.
No.
Did it not come?
I don't have anything.
Guys.
dare you?
Okay, well, I'll send you some.
Yeah. Me and Mandy were sipping moist.
Yeah, we're sipping moist.
If you were sipping moist on this, you will be so drunk.
Great.
But they're like 12%.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
we
love
need
that.
them. We need them.
But they are no longer available for sale because we sold most of them and now we're doing a Prosecco, which is even more fun because I wanted
what do you
to.
mean? Like,
Because we sold all the cans basically.
Well, how does that work? Can't you get
limited
more?
edition?
Well,
Like-
they were limited edition basically. Because I
Why don't
wanted,
you make it not limited edition?
Because I changed my mind a lot.
I'll
And
be
I
fucked,
did
basically.
them, and I was really happy, but I was like, I'm more of a Prosecco guy, you know?
Okay, so
And I
you're doing
wanna-
Prosecco
yeah.
cans.
Yeah.
Is
and
there such
bottles.
thing? Not a Prosecco. I don't think I've seen it.
No, is that your go-to drink then when you're on a night out? Prosecco.
Yeah.
I do love a Prosecco, you know. 'cause
I
it
can
just-
control the vibe on a Prosecco.
But
Yeah.
you get out of control when it's like,
On a vodka, it's out of control.
yeah,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
What are your go-to drinks?
Vodka. My go-to is a double Belvedere with sugar-free Red Bull
Is it?
and yeah, makes me go mad.
We should do something.
Makes
like
me
that.
wild.
So you're bouncing around because you've got the Red Bull in you as well.
You know, the alcohol makes you like this, the Red Bull makes you like that. So it's like
That's like a well dangerous trick.
it's very dangerous.
And the last few weeks, it's like we're like almost basically alcohol.
Yeah, we drink.
I can't even speak. Alcoholics because of the tour. So we were like, because obviously we were nervous, like to go on stage. So we were having a few drinks before, and then now it's just like.
And then when I get into bed, Joe, I can't breathe. It's like I've got palpitations from the Red Bull. I can't
Yeah,
sleep.
babe, like you're not gonna be able to sleep.
And then I've got
I'm like that when I do a
anxiety.
live thing. I always have to have a couple of drinks. I was
Yeah.
on Big Brother Late Live the other night,
my
and I had like
God, I
a couple of moist cans in the dressing room. But my manager
Moist
texted me.
can.
She went, "You've had a drink, haven't you?" Like, I wasn't bad on TV, but I was way more relaxed
Yeah,
into
it
it.
just
you know?
helps you, like
does
break the
help.
ice a little bit. I wanted to ask you actually about this whole madness going on Big Brother, like Jojo Siwa
Yes.
and Chris Hughes.
What's going on there?
Has she not got a girlfriend?
Right. So if you want my proper take on this situation,
I want you to be real, mate.
So you know
Don't hold back.
Chris and Kem, that whole situation.
Yeah.
I think that it's basically a bromance, but because of the physicality of it, and we're all saying, oh, like even Kane and I are so like open with this type of thing, but we're both watching it going, yeah, this is a lot to defend, you know, because it's very touchy. I don't think that it would go there. But then she said some things about her sexuality and pansexuality, which has made me think, is she dropping hints that like she could go that way? And like Tiffany Pollard said to me that circle on the hand gesture means you want to fuck.
What circle on her?
So
She did this
she
on...
allegedly drew on his hands in the middle of the night. She was like, where I'm from.
Is that a
means-
symbol? Is that like a sign?
Apparently, but you know what? It's all speculation. It'll be one of those when they come out to really see. But I don't know.
I saw the
don't
rubbing on the
know.
back.
Look, when they come out, I don't think anything's going to happen because there's too much pressure. She's in a relationship. Her girlfriend's
No, of
out
course
here.
not.
If I was her girlfriend, I would be fuming.
If Kane was inside,
Yeah.
Big Brother, yeah?
Yeah.
And
He was doing
and
that with
he's
a girl.
rubbing some bird's back like that. I want to know what you're going to say. I want to know what your take is on this.
I don't care if he's gay. Why are you rubbing her back like
tickling her
that?
back.
It's so fair because that's not like, he doesn't do that to me at home. So I'd be like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But it's really hard.
You'd be annoyed,
I
right?
would be annoyed. I'd be annoyed if I was her girlfriend, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it. It's such a weird, obscure situation that
Yeah.
they're both in. And everyone's now saying he's doing it for airtime. I don't know. I think it's a genuine friendship, but
I don't
do
think
you?
so.
Friends
Okay,
don't.
okay.
Especially when she's talking
Friends
about...
don't do that.
When she's talking about her sexuality, she sort of says like, she talks about her difficulty of not knowing how to identify herself.
Yeah.
So she hasn't said, I am,
Gay.
like
Well, she
gay
came
or
out as
lesbian.
pan,
or
and then
pa- yeah.
she's in like a lesbian relationship right now. But obviously, when you're pansexual, you fall in love with.
What?
I'm pretty sure the person.
What's pan? I'm
so-
sorry.
I don't know.
Fall in love with the person rather than like a gender or sex or whatever. So
She could fall in love with a guy, basically.
yeah,
Bisexual.
kind of. I don't want to confirm. I don't know the exact
Okay.
definition. I don't want to get like people saying whatever.
me laugh.
But,
Sorry. I'm just trying to learn.
Babe, it's a hard one out here
Yeah,
because
it's hard.
I
he seems more confused than us.
I don't know what pan was.
But yeah.
You fall in love with the soul. I like
Yeah.
that, the soul.
But they are.
But then,
they are
okay.
clicking really well. So who knows?
I mean,
So anyway, yeah, I thought I wouldn't like it if anyone spoken to her girlfriend out here and is she doing any interviews?
I
No,
I did
maybe
stalk,
get her on here
I
and
stalked
see.
her on her.
Good
I
fucking
stalked her.
idea. Gonna get her
She's
before you. I know you're gonna try and get her.
She's on in America. She's an American, and I stalked her Instagram and couldn't find a picture of her girlfriend.
Yeah.
because I really wanted to go on her girlfriend.
She's Australian, I think, an actress.
Oh,
I think.
I was trying to find her girlfriend's Instagram,
Yeah.
so just to see if she's doing any stories or like what's
Yeah.
her.
Are you like a jealous guy? Are you possessive?
Since I've grown up and my frontal lobe has developed, I am way less possessive and jealous as I was before. But once I'm provoked, then I am. So like before, I'd be like, why are you even looking that way? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like you can smell them, you're that close to them. Whereas now,
like that.
I'm so fine until like we were away at Coachella. This guy kept hitting on Kane. He's obviously off his face on drugs. I'm like, I've got nothing to worry about in this situation. Like,
Yeah, you're Joe Baggs,
I
bitch.
don't need to go over and like make myself known or assert myself
Yeah,
because
that's his job.
because I trust him to. If then the guy started touching him or the conversation lasted way too long, I would then go, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I feel like there's like a trigger for me to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
Kane
longer.
handled that situation. He's getting hit
He
on.
was just like, the guy asked him his name and then he said something and he's like, oh, my boyfriend's right there. And then the guy obviously turned around and walked off. Like, fine.
mature.
But then weirdly, the guy came back past us at another point.
No.
Think about how big Coachella
He's
is,
getting
right?
punched in the face,
This
sorry.
guy's no friends, comes up, says hi to Kane and goes, oh, I know you got a boyfriend, just saying hi. I'm like, look, I know Americans are nice, but you've overdone it now.
Yeah.
Go away. Like, you don't know him. You're not boys back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
you met him gurning last night. We need to chill.
yeah.
He's obviously trying it.
If somebody
was just
comes
like-
up to like my ginger beard, like and they're like, hi, I just want him to just like push them out the way.
Oh my God, once my ex walked past a girl and she said, come here. And he was like, yeah. And she touched him.
Yeah, she touched his
like
chest
this.
like this all the way up. It went off.
It went me and Mandy was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it went
Yeah,
off.
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I've been
Touching
there.
is a bit.
I've like dashed someone with a drink before.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah,
that's back in the day, you know?
Yeah, that's back in the day. We're
I'm not
grown.
that bad now.
We're grown now. We're grown. We're mature.
It was
like
25.
Joe with his flowery denim coat and he's like dashing.
No, I used to be.
Okay.
I used to be for the streets.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Ken? Is K possessive?
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He is. Like, he's not in a
He's
bad
more
way.
in it. He's more of a jealous
He's
one.
more like, if someone's chatting to me and he can't like suss their vibe, I'll get like an arm around my waist. Or like a kiss on the cheek, which I actually think is like,
God, he's so
it's like sexy.
Yeah.
It's like sexy possessive.
Kate
It's
is-
not
yeah.
like, yeah, you know
Kane
what I
is
mean?
sounding sexy right now. He's sounding very sexy.
Gay
Hands off.
gardeners doing bits.
Hands off. That gardener.
But where are these gay gardening videos? I want to watch them.
Oh, they're on his profile. He's got doing his little plant bed and strawberries.
At least you
He
don't have
wants
to
me
worry
get
about
in
him
more.
being out in the club. He's just in the garden.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about it.
How
if
do
I'm
we
looking for
find
my
these
man, he's
men?
in the garden. Oh, well, first he's gay.
Yeah.
So,
But do you know what? I've heard stories though about like gay guys. It's worse, like, you know, cheating and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah,
because obviously
it's harder.
we struggle with men because we don't trust them. But then if
Yeah.
it's a man or two men, isn't it worse? Like in terms of like
It's called
trusting each other.
I was
testosterone.
with a guy for like 6 months and then I checked his phone and he was literally just chatting to his ex on Snapchat for that entire 6 months. And then like used to like make me feel like I was weird for like even considering that as an option. And so I've been there again with, you know, that side of things. But when you meet the right person and they're the right one, then
Then
it's-
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
You
doesn't
just
matter.
trust.
You just
But-
trust them.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys in the garden making rose beds, like
I know. He's like, do you want me to plant strawberries or raspberries? I'm like,
Found a
whatever
good
you want,
boy.
babe.
Like it's not like the
Yeah.
guys outside in the pub and the bar drinking and shit.
Yeah.
What about like friends? Are you okay with him having like loads of guy friends?
Well, yeah, he was in theatre before, and there's like a ton of gay men in the theatre world and the dance world, and so like I had to kind of not overthink that.
yeah.
Because he's like, oh, my friend this, my friend that. And I'm like, it's fine.
healthy.
If he's like, this guy I hooked up, I'd be like,
yeah.
Because you know, it's the
They're
equivalent of like
healthy.
my like boyfriend having like female friends.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know, but
yeah.
Mandy, at the end of the day,
I ain't cool, bro.
we're not healthy. That's healthy relationship. They trust each other and they're healthy.
But I trust my man. But what about them? What
we
they
are
are?
not
do you know what I mean?
healthy.
how old are you guys, if you don't mind me asking? Can't ask
I'm
women.
very
though.
free.
Our frontal
frontal
lobes
lobe.
are
Your
definitely
frontal lobes are
grown.
here. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
They're here,
All
but they're not.
No, but this is just how you are, and that's
They're
so
still in
fine.
development.
Also. That's so fine.
Okay, I thought we'd play a little game
Okay.
of red flag Olympics.
Which one is worse?
Which one's worse?
Okay.
Okay. They still have their ex's pictures on their phone, or they still follow the exes on Instagram.
Still follow the exes on Instagram. The pictures is fine.
yeah, yeah.
Like you can take more of me to make up for, you know, the
Yeah.
ones with them. I think the following on Insta, I'm a big believer on if you've still got that connection with them, then you're not letting it go. I've always blocked people and moved on, and then out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, but what if you didn't have a bad breakup? Do you know what I mean?
I've still
got
blocked and no bad
exes
breakup.
from like 10 years ago on my Instagram that like, they're nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with
I'm
it.
not cool with any of it, but I feel like the pictures on the phone, you can always go back and look and it triggers memories.
Do you think, babe, I've got 100,000 pictures on my phone.
too. I keep upgrading
ain't
the
finding
iCloud
that. Same.
storage.
I've got like 20 terabytes now.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing for me.
The direct debit subscription thing
Yeah,
is going up.
no
every
Joke.
fucking
I'm
month.
literally, how can you tell how many photos 86,000 photos.
Yeah, mental.
It's
I
mad.
have
yeah.
every single guy like I've ever dated pictures with them. Like you can see the timeline of my like dating life.
But then it's really awkward. You know, sometimes that people thing pops up in the album and then there's a face of your ex.
I know. Well, I had Kane round at my mum and dad's clearing my old childhood bedroom yesterday, and I was pulling out pictures of like Mr. Australia, the other guy, and I'm literally stood there going, oh, ignore this? I'm like going downstairs with fabric scissors, just cutting, shredding the shit. So awkward because he's obviously like looking at my face change in the corner of the room. I'm pulling out Polaroids. I was like,
Oh, fuck.
That is so funny. Okay.
But pictures, I feel like, who's got time to go in their album and delete all their old pictures? Who the fuck's got time?
Yeah, because you have to go in between all the other
But
pictures.
the
Long.
Instagram following, it's just one button.
yeah.
Yeah, but did
Block.
you have to go through their following list and find out who's their ex and make them unfollow them?
No.
Well, that sounds like something for a private investigator,
That
doesn't
sounds
it?
like some CIA shit.
Okay, all right, next one. They always have their phone face down,
Like mine.
or they have a second phone that you're not allowed to touch and claim it's just for work. Which one's worse?
I think the second's worse, but it could be a work phone, but the don't touch it is weird, you
Like,
know?
yeah.
But
maybe-
face down, I do it quite often.
I do. It's like a habit.
It's a habit
It's
thing.
such a habit. Like, why is your phone face down now? And what are you
I
hiding
don't-
from me?
Because I don't want to be distracted. I don't.
It's a distraction thing mainly
I
for me.
actually don't get this whole phone face down thing that everybody goes on about. Like, oh my god,
Because you don't
if
want a notification to pop
Yeah,
up.
but I always have my phone face down because I just don't want to get distracted
Yeah.
or bothered. Like, it's not a red flag. I don't
Second
think it's a red
phone's
flag.
wild though.
Second phone.
Really? Would you?
I agree. I'm the second phone
Yeah.
was worse.
My boyfriend's got a work phone.
I
But
didn't.
you're
I next
allowed
cheat.
to touch it.
Yeah.
I knew someone that basically was still speaking to people with their new boyfriend and was using his work phone
Yeah.
to speak to me. And that'd be saved as like Domino's. So on his work phone, it's even worse. So I think like, yeah.
Work
Domino's
like,
is texting like, when are you coming over? When are you coming over? Like, why is Domino's texting?
Why is Domino's texting me that? I
Okay,
love
so-
that text from Domino's now though. I fucking love a Domino's.
So we're gonna go with the work phone's a worse red flag then. That you're not allowed to touch.
Yeah.
yes.
That you're not allowed
Yeah.
to touch it. Because why am I not allowed to touch a work phone?
Weird.
You're like, you might delete a really important.
No lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
Okay. Always bringing up their past relationships,
Oh,
or they never invite you to events with their friends and co-workers.
second one, I think, still worse.
Sorry, always talking about past relationships.
Always bringing up their past relationships, or they never invite you to events with their friends and co-workers.
That's a cheat. A second
think
one's a cheat.
First one's worse to me.
Really?
If you're gonna constantly bring it up, you're not over it. Whereas, yeah, if you've got a life, I might not like those friends. You might know my personality and think he's not gonna get on with them.
Or maybe
Just
you want to
stay at
wait a
home.
bit before you
yeah.
introduce.
Do you think?
I think I'm going to go with Joe on this one because maybe like you don't want to introduce your relationship into your like work
Too early as
and
well.
friends. Yeah, maybe you're waiting for the right time.
I got introduced to her ex's friend group way too fast. And I remember one day I went to this Christmas dinner with them. It was so intimate. I should not have been there. And I left and he was like, that was so fun, wasn't it? I hate them all. I said I had the worst time of my life. Also,
Really?
it's so like...
Why did you hate it so much?
It's just so intimate and they're all talking about like Greg from down the street and I'm just sat there like,
Awkward.
oh, the turkey's lovely, isn't it? Like it was too intimate for like
Yeah.
a month into a relationship.
Oh yeah,
I remember a few years ago, I didn't get invited to Ginger Beer's Christmas work party. And I was so upset. Even though it was like 10 guys and one girl
it's a work
from the
party
office.
though, Mandy. You don't work
Yeah, but
there.
he invited, this is what bothered me, yeah. I found out he invited two of his boys that aren't working with him, but are his boys.
Okay.
And I was like, well, why are they invited and not me? And then he was like, but they know them and we're all boys and like there's only one girl and I just feel like, you know, I'd have to look after you and watch you and like keep you involved.
If there's one thing about you, no one needs to watch or look after you. Okay?
Literally.
Like I would, if there is one person that I know in this life that I could put in a room and leave, it's Mandy.
That's what I thought.
so
he was like,
true.
I have to like babysit you and make sure you're okay or whatever. I actually really, really got upset by that day. And that's why
I
for
remember
me,
this day.
That is a fucking red flag for me.
Two vodka Red Bulls, you're fine in a room.
Innit?
You're fine.
I'll talk to anyone in the restaurants.
But why are you bringing up your past relationships? Like that's annoying.
I hate it.
Yeah, like constantly bringing.
I
Then
would
you
see it
will
like
not
that.
compare.
You like me so much, you're trying to make me feel insecure or
jealous.
or jealous because you're so obsessed with me.
Or you're not over your exes or your ex. That one's a hard one. That was a hard one. Okay, they never answer their phone when you're in the room. So they always go out to answer the phone. Or they never leave their phone with you in the room.
Second's worse because why would you be taking calls from a side ting anyway? Like, why would you be like a call center? Like, oh, 1 second, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't do that, no?
So what you mean the second one where they never leave their phone with you in the room? So they
That's
never
worse because like that shows that something's going to pop up, which is worrying. But
you
phone
think?
calls,
You
if
just
you're
wanna have a private
actually
conversation.
calling someone, like that's wild. If you're cheating over a phone call in proximity with
Oh, I see
a
what
partner,
you mean. So
that's wild to me.
I'm really confused. What is he? What does
So
Joe
I mean, like, if you were,
You're saying the second one's worse,
The
but then
second
you're
one is
saying
worse.
the first one's really, really bad.
I don't get it.
no, what I'm saying,
First one
I'm
is like-
justifying the second
know-
by saying the first is like, why would you even like?
Your boyfriend picks up the phone but walks out of the room
If
to answer the phone.
Kane was like, if Kane was at home and then he picked up the phone, like he's cheating on me, and I'm sat on the sofa and he's like, oh, sorry, I've got to leave the room.
Okay.
I'd be like, what? Like, why are you phone
He's trying
cheating?
to say like he wouldn't be really cheating on the phone
Because
while
that's
I'm
dumb.
there.
Like, that's so dumb.
So like to go into the other room. So it's probably just an innocent going
It's
to
just
the
an
other
innocent
room.
going
to the other room.
or
I get
like a
the way
work
we had to
thing.
work out how
Sorry, that's just how my brain ADHD.
It was like, you know that the maths was like,
Sorry,
I was like
the math ain't
that
mathing.
meme.
yeah, I kind
sorry.
of get what you're saying. You're saying like if they are leaving the room on the phone, it's probably innocent because who would be
Because
cheating?
who cheats on the phone?
And be going to the
it's
other room.
2025.
People cheat
Yeah.
in anywhere, in anyhow,
Yeah,
They do.
anything like
They
now,
do.
like the cheating phone. You know, they could do.
it does trigger me though. Like when Gingerbread answers the phone, but like leaves the room to he's getting a phone call, but he leaves the room to answer it. It does trigger me because I always feel like, what the fuck are they talking about? I know it's not.
that they can't say in front of you.
Yeah, bothers me.
But it's
Well,
just-
I think it normally happens because like Anna's ex-boyfriend was basically is my boyfriend's best friend.
Oh, sorry. I remember last time we spoke.
On
so
your
you're
podcast.
not back with him.
Well, after your podcast, we got back together.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
And now
we
this-
broke up again.
Okay.
But like when he calls,
So there was a sweet spot, which is nice, where they're both
Yeah.
still best friends. Okay.
but when he calls,
They've been
Gingerbread,
best friends for
leaves the
years.
room.
Like they grew up as best friends. So
Yeah.
And they're still best friends.
So it's always a weird one. When I'm at Mandy's house, like for example, last night I was there, when Gingerbread, who's her boyfriend, gets a call and he leaves, I'm like,
Is it
that
him?
my ex?
Oh, fuck.
Or sometimes he's like two people down from on the sofa and he's messaging and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. I'm.
And you're like, is it about me?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's really, really
I
annoying.
Like
see.
sometimes when I'm with him and he gets a call, like he'll go into the guest room and lock the door to have a conversation with Anna's ex, and it really bothers me.
Lock the door.
Literally close the door.
Oh,
like just goes in the other room.
Mandy,
fucking-
can
you guys are
please
living in
put
a-
your ear to that door and hear the conversation?
Yeah, but it's
Do it for me.
Yeah, I
You
will.
guys are living in like a different
Yeah.
realm to me.
Yeah.
My man's outside gardening and you've got all this happening.
Dramas.
so much.
You need
drama.
a show, not me.
Seriously?
So much.
All right. The last one is they still co-parent their ex's dog, or
Nah, ain't happening.
they refuse to delete their dating apps, claiming they never use them.
Oh, they're both terrible.
They're both really, really bad.
They're both
but
terrible.
parent the dog.
I think
The dog's gonna die one day.
I think
the not deleting the dating apps is worse.
100%.
Because the poor dog's the poor dog. Like, it's a dog. Like,
The dog doesn't know like mum,
Joe's
daddy,
really
like,
thinking hard right now.
The dog knows that like that's my mom and that's also my mom or my dad or whatever. They know they're two owners. But dogs like will get used to straight away. Like if they don't see their other owner for a long time, they just forget.
I get it. I think for me, this is going to sound rogue, but I think the dog thing is worse because one of my friends actually had their like ex go back to his ex like via that dog situation because it's so familiar.
It's
And
true, you know.
and
Hold up.
you're like,
He's right. Hold up.
Well, like imagine you're going around to like dog sit and your ex is like stood there fresh out the shower, like
Yeah.
stood there. He's
Bold.
like, oh, come in, like come.
He's
You know,
bold,
like it's
yeah,
all
his house.
familiarity. I think with the dating app thing, you could just be like, I just like to show my mates the old messages. They're so funny, or there's a
you just
justification
forgot to-
there.
Which I would not believe.
No, I
any
wouldn't believe
justification.
it.
But yeah,
but-
but you can check up on the dating apps and nothing's happening.
I think the
But
dog-
with the
why is it
dog
there?
thing, imagine me and my ex had a dog right now that we were co-parenting. 100% we would have been back together.
100%.
That's a good
It's such
reason,
an
but
easy shag.
we would have.
It's an easy shag.
100% we would have had sex, yeah, during our breakup, or we would have got back together if we had a dog that we shared. Because it's an excuse to see each other.
But then that's the same with like people that have kids together, no? Because we always say, oh, would you ever date a guy who's got
Yeah,
kids?
it's the same, really.
He's got a
You can
baby
still-
mama,
Yeah.
Like-
but a dog could just sit there. Like, it's more awkward to like fuck in front of a
a child. But
Well,
It's
You know
fine.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a dog ain't gonna know the difference.
100%. Dogs know when you're fucking, but
Yeah.
they can't really complain.
also,
Eddie.
if you have a kid together, for you to break up, it has to be like a really big reason that's usually you probably won't get back together.
Yeah.
But like a dog, like you can have like a breakup like the way I keep breaking up with my ex, and so like you would go back.
And you
Does that make
can't
sense?
confuse your child by keep getting back and like
Yeah.
before,
But a dog don't know.
The dog has no idea.
Yeah,
like,
dog's just buzzing to be there.
well, it's been an interesting podcast. I must say, thank you so much.
I've been on a journey.
It's been fun.
I loved it. Thank you for having me.
so much.
Next time we want your mum on as well.
Yes.
How I wanted to
Both
end this
of
was
you.
I feel like I've been on so if I was a straight lad, you know, they love Basement Yard. Like, this is my basement yard. I watched your clips for so long, like before you even came on my pod. So I feel like I've gone into my For You page and I'm in my little dream. So I love it. So thank you. It's been so fun.
I love you so much.
We love Joe. Bye.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out his podcast if you haven't already. Do you want to shout out your own podcast?
Not My Bag.
Not My Bag.
Recent episode, Tiffany Pollard from Big Brother.
Woo! Yes, make sure you do it. And the Prosecco Moist cans are going to be out soon as well.
Yeah, we're going to have loads here. We're going to be drinking them
Oh
in
my
the
God, you
studio.
will.
We love you guys. Thank you. Bye.